Well, Eric, how we doing today?
Shane, we're doing good, and I feel like if we're not careful, we're going to wind up hopping on the Kundalini Express.
Yeah,
You know,
feeling so alive.
we are feeling so alive, and we might just hit the road with a motorcycle.
Yeah. So what are we talking about? You're kind of giving it away with the
Giving
shirt,
it
but a
away.
lot of people wouldn't get that.
No one probably knows this other than maybe Dan Murphy, Matt Borders. Anyone else you can think of who might even have the Bubblemen on their radar?
No.
I don't think so. But this shirt does have a secret to it, doesn't it? Like
Yeah.
you see this and you're like, what? What is that? But if I turn a little bit,
That's one of my favorite. I love that logo. Loving Rockets, man.
Please call my name. Call my name.
Love and Rockets, the
Great-
band Love and
Great,
Rockets.
great logo, great band. Loving Rockets, big fans of that.
When did you first get exposed to Love and Rockets? Do you remember like their music? And
When you think about Loving Rockets, you've got Bauhaus. They split. Peter Murphy forms his own solo career.
let's rewind real quick.
Yeah.
So before we say that, when did you first have Bauhaus on your radar?
Oh, that was when I was, we've talked about this place before, Dingleberry's record store in Centerville, Ohio. Just there. I mean, we were just inundated with because everyone that worked there had a different type of music
Yes.
and vibe they were listening to.
Yes.
So it was definitely there because it would come on and you'd be like, what is this?
Yeah.
And during that time too, you had that alternative scene in Dayton, Ohio was really strong.
It was.
So if you knew people that were into those type of bands and Bauhaus and all that.
Hey man, I made you a mixtape. Check this out.
Oh yeah. That's it. So you probably were a big part of me listening to Love and
sure.
Rockets. The Bubblemen were part of that. Why don't you
Yeah.
break the Bubblemen down?
Yeah, so that was cool. That was like, I think people need to understand, if you're not familiar with Love and Rockets, like how creative these guys are.
Yeah.
Like they're hyper creatives. And they were so creative that they decided to create alter ego characters for themselves called the Bubblemen. And they would actually do music videos as the Bubblemen, kind of this side project thing. So people who knew and no one else did, and that kind of made it cool, at that time. But Love and Rockets, like for me, top 5 bands of all time. I'm a little jealous, Shane, because recently, what did you do?
Well, okay, so I remember it was a hard call. I had to call you and say, hey man, just letting you know, I'm gonna go see Love and Rockets tonight. I went by myself, and I knew I'd run into people there. I ran into to Ira, the drummer from Not a Surf, and hung out with him, there. And but I went. And I just, sometimes going to a show by yourself, there's something to that, because you can just, I had a great seat. I had a backstage access, and it was really cool.
Yeah. Where was it? Where did they have the show?
It was at the Florida Amphitheater right across from the Hard Rock.
Okay.
And that was it was there. So it was an amphitheater. But Love and Rockets is one of those bands because it was the Love and Rockets of Jane's Addiction. So I saw the show. I think it was 2 shows after that they, had their incident. Jane's Addiction didn't canceled. So I was fortunate. I almost missed it. I mean, if you would have thought it would have been canceled again, but Ira and I from Not a Surf got into a pretty heavy conversation about it because I was there to see Love and Rockets. I like Jane's Addiction. I've seen them before, but I was really there to see Love. And my story. I went to the merch counter and I bought you guys, I had like stickers. I had a sweatshirt because I loved their logo. I loved their, and so I got the sweatshirt, which I thought was a t-shirt.
Yes.
I got the Bubbleman shirt for you. But yeah, it was cool experience.
I'm glad you got
We're gonna get you there, buddy.
We're going to get there. Come on, boys. Let's do it. Well, cheers to one of our favorite
Yeah,
bands,
Love and
the
Rockets.
great Love and Rockets. Cheers.